So, for anyone who is in my Discord group chat, they have already seen the beginning of this, like an actual picture, and maybe some little friends along the way. But we won't talk about them until we're later on. Alright? Now let's begin. Wait up, Mimi! A younger you yelled as a dog-looking creature ran in front of you. Mimi! Come on! Our doctor and mister will be mad at us! You yelled as the dog jumped down a hill. As soon as you got to the edge, you noticed someone. He looked to be passed out, his body full of scrapes and bruises. You ran down the hill, coming to his side. Mimi had been licking the poor kid's cheek. He looks like the same age as me. You spoke, taking your backpack off and looking through it. Gruff. Mimi roughed. What? No, I can't bring him back. Or he'll be killed. You sighed, knowing what could happen. You rubbed his bruises with rubbing alcohol over his scars and scrapes, placing band-aids on them as well. You heard him speak. You went and grabbed Mimi and ran off. You hid behind a tree to make sure he was okay. He held his head. Was it just me? But where was the girl and dog? He asked to himself. He then looked at his hand. I wish I could say thank you. You saw his cheeks were red. You flushed and ran home. Years later. Good evening, Miss Lynn. How is your project? How is it going? Dr. Garaki spoke as you were working on your little project. Sir, I can assure you, it will be worth it in the end. It will take down the stupid heroes with this. You spoke, not looking at him, still looking at your perfect little project. I do hope so, since the other two are incredible. He smiled, and leaving the room. Your room in the underground hospital was hidden. You needed to be at a certain wall and press a certain place on the wall, so no one knew about you. The only two that knew were Dr. Garaki, or the only two that did. Okay, hold up. The only two that did were Dr. Garaki and you. No one knew as the ones who made most of the nomos. And of course, all for one. He was the one who founded you. You placed down the giant arm you were holding and a surgical knife. Then walking over to the wall, pushing down a certain brick and opening it. Walking out. I'm on my leave now. I hope you don't mind. He nodded, typing at his computer. Tofu, Michi, come on. You yelled out, a purple-like ball thing coming out of the shadows, a dog-like creature following. You stopped at the stairs that led you to the hospital. You picked up a bag from a chair, leaning down, and the two jumped inside, basically looking like nothing was there. You walked up the stairs, going into a hidden room before entering the main hospital. Walking through the halls, many people looked at you, talked to you, and even commented to you. Such as, oh, I could never be a nurse at 16. I wish my children were as caring as you. Going home? Is the doctor still busy? Dear, why are you still wearing a mask? You are going to get overheated in that thing. Everything was the same, every day. You wanted something different, a world where it didn't matter how smart you were, how strong you were, how talented, how beautiful, or how rich you were. It all made you sick when people of all those characteristics were given everything they wanted. You, on the other hand, like many others, were given nothing. And people made it worse for you. You opened the door as your phone buzzed. You sighed, looking at your phone to see your best friends. Hey girls, wanna come to the mall? Sure, yeah. Yin, are you off? You need some more stuff for your apartment. Yeah, I'm free. So I guess I'll go. It's not like I need anything. My dad and uncle gave me some things. Aw, I wanted to give you stuff. Especially cute stuff. You giggled, reading the multiple texts that came from the others saying how they wanted to get you things from your apartment. But you were telling the truth. All for One and the doctor did give you items. You were walking to your apartment, passing by the buildings and people, making your way to your apartment. You enjoyed the walk. But all the hero crap made the walk suffering. You opened the door to your apartment, taking off your shoes and placing the bag down. Tofu and Michi were so quick to get out, play, and then be knocked out on the couch. You giggled. Only being home for 10 minutes, you turned on the TV, then going to the kitchen to see what you would make for supper. Have you heard about the nurse that is working for Dr. Garaki? Yes, I have heard of her. Many great things have come from her. Yes, and she's only 16 and have saved hundreds of lives. Wowzers, she is something. I know she is, but next is our story about the Class 1A students. The League of Villains attacked them at the US Day. 13 and other heroes were there till All Might came and saved the day. You turned off the TV. The spoon in your hand, entirely bent. You took a breath in and exhaled out, placing the spoon down and walking to your door, mumbling to yourself, "Stupid, now I have to get a new spoon and a charger." You continued to walk. Gladly, your wallet was in your pocket in your sweats. You walked to the store, making it there and opening the door. You walked in and went to the kitchen stuff, and then to where the chargers would be. Hey, do you think you could charge my phone without a plug-in? A girl asked. Yeah, here, give it to me, a boy spoke. Tanky, are you going to put it in your mouth? Another boy chuckled. You stepped in the same aisle as them, you picking up a charger cord, but that was by them. Wait, you're that girl, the girl spoke. You turned to them. Yeah, it is you. You're Miss Lynn. You're that nurse, she spoke, her pink skin sticking out like a sore thumb. You backed up. Wow, you really are. A boy with yellow hair popped in by her. Guys, give her some space. The boy with red hair spoke, both of them backing off. He walked up to you and took out his hand. I'm sorry about them, he chuckled. You looked at his hand, trembling. You probably don't want to touch me, you spoke, just looking at him. Huh? He asked. Why? Is it your quirk? He asked. I just don't like it when people touch me, you spoke. You started to walk away, but you save people all the time. You stopped and turned your head to them. I can't save everyone, though. Then walked off. You were now being pulled around by your best friends. It had been the next day, of course. Not even being able to look at things you liked since they pulled you away so fast. You know there are so many handsome boys in Class 1A, one giggled as you four were eating lunch. You just having a drink, though. The mask still on. I swear, Yin, why do you wear that mask all the time? One asked. You thought for a moment. It's because I didn't do my makeup, was all you spoke. They all said their little things before you got a text. Hey, is this Bakugo? ... Question mark. I think you have the wrong person. What? Is this so you don't have my number, Bakugo? Or is it really not Bakugo? No, I'm Lynn. Oh, you're that girl from yesterday, the nurse, right? You furrowed your eyebrows, still pissed on what happened yesterday. Ooh, who's this? One of your friends spoke, taking your phone and showing the others, then making sure you couldn't get your phone back. Ooh, who's this? Another one spoke. Why not Yin flirt with them? One chuckled. Wait, what if it's her dad or uncle? One gasped. Do you really think they would have an unknown as their name? The one who took your phone said. She had been typing this whole time. After some time, she gave your phone back. Good luck. You have a date tomorrow. I'm going to make this quick but short and simple. But basically, I had this idea like a year ago and never finished it until now. But these posts were made in like 2020. Bye-bye.